South Bay has a community that has been organizing this morning, rallying in support of a man who was going to court because he could be re-detained by ICE agents.
Yeah, so they're standing up to that. They're also trying to put a spotlight on immigrant rights. Crime Force will transmit following their story all morning long. Joining us now live from San Jose, Will.
There are people celebrating outside the parking lot right now. They were fearful for about 2 hours, and then at around 9:45, you can see that man there. He has glasses on, and he's pointing right there. His name is Guillermo Medina Reyes. He emerged at 9:45. He was not detained, and so many people are taking pictures with him at this particular time. They were fearful, despite a judge late last night issuing a temporary restraining order saying that he should not be retained by ICE agents, rearrested by ICE agents. They did not trust the process, which is why they showed up by the dozens outside the office, shouting inside, hoping that they hear their message, that he needs due process. They went in at around 8 o'clock. Everybody was pins and needles, and then he emerged. We got a chance to talk to him and his attorney. Here's their reaction to their temporary freedom.
It is our duty.
What did they say to you?
Basically, they said that because I'm not born here and that I'm an illegal, I have to put this on. That's quote unquote what they said. I wish I would have got that. I wish you guys would have been in there so you would have heard it yourselves. But that's what they said.
You must have had fear running through you when they did all. You didn't know. Nobody knew if you would get detained or not.
Yeah, I mean, but here I am. Like I said, I'm not. There's nothing wrong that I did, and there's nothing wrong that I'm doing. So I'm here. I presented myself, and thank you guys for the support and you guys' strength. You know.
Had there not been a TRO, we wouldn't be here. He would be arrested.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. You know, he was still planning on coming even if the TRO wasn't in place because, again, he's trying to comply. But, yeah, they would have detained him, and he would be on his way to a detention center in, other area of California or even out of state right this moment.
Instead, he's not on his way to a detention center. Instead, he is outside taking pictures with people. He represents more than himself because many people who showed up saying that he represents the immigrant community, that they should get a fair chance. As part of his release, he is forced to wear an ankle monitor. He did tell us he has restrictions, including he cannot cross the Golden Gate Bridge. I mentioned temporary freedom because the TRO lasts until July 14th. At that particular time, he and his attorneys will head back to court to see if they can get something that lasts a little bit longer than a temporary restraining order. So this is far from over, but everybody was on pins and needles the moment he came in, and that was already scheduled before the judge issued that TRO, that there was a chance that they would not comply with it and that he would have been arrested. Back to you.
Pretty dramatic events playing out there this morning. Will, thank you.